I came here once by myself, and then once, or the second time I did the front side 50-50 over this. I'll put that in. Yeah, the third time was when I met Adam here, Pure Outlet.
How's it going?
In the description, I will put your channel.
Awesome, thank you.
It will be dope.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So he knows this park a lot better than I do, so I'm gonna have him help me out, kind of reviewing some stuff, adding some details I might not know, and
hell yeah, this is my local.
Yeah.
For probably 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah,
well,
here in
realistically since ever I lived here, but I only started skating a couple years ago. So.
True.
Yeah.
In beautiful Burlington, Ontario, greatest city in the world.
I don't know about that one. All right, this is Maple. This is the entrance. All right, this is how you get in here. First thing I want to point out is it. No, we gotta find it. Oh yeah, no, it is right here. Andrew McKay. These improvements to Maple Skate Park are a tribute to Andrew McKay. We'll include some footage of him here shredding this park.
This is the greatest obstacle at this skate park, the bump. This skate park in general is kind of weird.
It is very
You know, like, I don't know.
And like, the worst part about it is like, look.
Oh yeah, you get a nice juicy crack right before you...
Tray flip, boom.
Oh yeah,
Death.
Dead. Instant death. Tall blue rail.
Yeah. For height, let's see. Up to me, I'm a small guy.
That's like above knee high.
That's past my kneecap, so I'm not hopping on this thing.
Same for me. Like, yeah, it's like pretty much knee high for me. It's like it almost comes up if I put my board like that to the second wheel.
Shit, yeah, that actually does way better justice to the board.
And then we got this, curved ledge.
I think actually beforehand, this coping, like, it was different. It was taken off, and then like it got super crust, so they had to put coping on. So originally, I think this was actually like no coping, or it was a different coping.
Yeah, I wondered that when I first came here because it's a skate park ledge, but some of the coping on these ledges is clearly like added on later.
Yeah, it's welded. It kind of, I don't know if you can. No, it doesn't really do justice, but it's clinky. It goes like clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, you hear it and you feel it for sure.
Yeah, I've seen people. There's somebody who did 50 something. You know, those are cool. Those are like, you know, there's definitely potential here for like some
interesting stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
With the down ledge and then also the curve.
Some fucking Dan Corrigan tricks.
Yeah, definitely a unique obstacle. Yeah.
Yeah. See? We got what? A 4 stair and then a 5 stair here, which, I mean, I honestly, I always thought this was 4 stairs and that was 3, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it's 4 and 5.
Yeah, it's a 4 and 5 there.
Either way, you know, there's not a lot of roll up at the very top. You do have like a little ramp going up to it, but as soon as you go up that the bottom there, it's so crusty, you lose all your speed, and then, I mean, it's just not even worth hitting at that point. There's a lot of other things that are a lot cooler. These rails have been done, but nobody skates them. They're super crust, and they're all like, what is that? What do you call that? Rusted?
Yeah, all rusty and dusty. I know my skate park I grew up at had kind of a similar thing where it was a bump, flat, and then a set.
Yeah.
And even like the set itself and the ground and everything isn't bad.
Right.
But it's just it's really weird to adjust when you're rolling up and then you go to flat and then you're like, especially with a flip trick or anything like that, to adjust to that. Yeah. I always like this side too because it looks like the rail's been taken out.
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny is when you include more footage in this video, you can see the fucking rail, and it wasn't one like this. It was like a handrail. Like,
it was like a full-on handrail?
Full-on handrail. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, which is whack because like obviously nobody's skating it. I think it was more of just like a thing to like keep you in. But honestly, ever since they removed it, it's been better. People have skated it from like the bump to flat. That's been done a lot.
Oh yeah.
And same with like Keith. He comes here sometimes. I've seen him do a lot of hubba tricks. It's super sick. Even like ollie and then grind the opposite.
Oh yeah, ollie over.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. There's nothing on this side, so you could really hit the ledge coming on this way too if you wanted. Skate it as a down ledge, up ledge. It's definitely hard to skate. This is like, might as well be a street ledge,
it
you
really
know?
is. It's so like chunky. Like, oh god, it's terrible.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely tell on camera. This is
look,
chunky.
Your wheels hit the fucking like.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
like, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like definitely gnarly. This is like probably one like a sidewalk length. So I don't know if it does justice on camera, but
Yeah, I think so. You can tell it's pretty wide, but it's definitely doable.
yeah, exactly. But not a lot of people skate it for the fact that it's like this is so short. Like it's literally as soon as you get on, you have to pop and like
Almost like a curb cut.
The edges fucking suck. Like, but besides that, it's definitely better of a manual pad than anything else. People also like to do slappy grinds across it. That's really fun.
Oh yeah, I could picture that.
But yeah,
Put in your front side over crook here too.
And then yeah, so this is what was built in honor of Andrew McKay. It's honestly, people don't really skate it as a hip. My friend Eric does a lot in the Pure Outlet vids, but he does a lot of like tricks like skating it like, you know, front side flip. Like it's pretty steep. It's a lot steeper than any of the other banks we have in this park. But a lot of us just use it as speed to hit the bowl, hit the stairs, or hit the pyramid. So
yeah, I like last time I was here, it was just so crowded. There's like 5 or 6 people just standing around up here waiting to go.
Yeah, exactly. This is the spot to get speed. Like
this rail I think is definitely lower than the other one. This is more of a normal like just square flat bar, and it does have this interesting feature where it kind of comes down, so you can just ride on or.
Oh yeah. This is more of your traditional flat bar for sure, square. But you know, I personally I just don't hit rails, so my opinion is gonna fucking suck with this type of shit. But you can see, like for example, again with the whole like.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of a hole here.
It's kind of just, but dude, it doesn't stop anybody. I've seen, dude, like you can ride on grind it so much. Honestly, these things don't even really stop you. They just
it's kind of your wheels would go around it.
It's more of a mental thing. It's definitely more of a mental thing. And but yeah, it's a good rail nonetheless. There's a couple cracks that might get in your head, but that's about it. Like this is at the ending here, you rarely hit the crack. So
this is like. For a skate park like square rail, you can't really go wrong. Like this is pretty decent. It's maybe a couple inches taller than your average or like my preferred size,
like,
but it's
like
really
a
good.
Pretty rail or anything, but it's also like it's not nothing to complain about. While we're here, let's turn around because this is my fucking favorite obstacle. Everybody hates
Best
it.
obstacle in the park.
Everybody says that the fucking pyramid sucks, and the reason why is because you can see how it's painted at the top, which makes it look like it's like an actual pyramid, when in reality, this whole thing is probably rounded.
It's all rounded off, yeah.
It's all rounded, so it's like, there's not really a takeoff or a land point, you kind of just huck and go, and, but I like it, because like you can pop anywhere, and like, I don't know, I've just gotten really used to this obstacle, and that's why I like it so much, but you can skate it all kinds of ways. I've skated it from the top to flat. Should I hit a tray flip for you guys?
Yeah. First try. Oh yeah.
First try. Best
Perfect time to talk about this thing now.
Yes, sir.
This.
Maple, as you can see, branded. It's a cool little ledge. It's more of like a quarter pipe to quarter pipe ledge. Which, by the way, let's just point out the obvious here. These quarter pipes are about 1 fucking foot and or 1.5 feet, 2 feet quarter pipes, and there's no coping, 0 coping, and it's rounded so much to the point where you can barely lock in on anything. Like you can't smith it because your wheels are touching the whole time. There's a lot of tricks you can't do. However, As soon as you include this obstacle plus the bench, things get crazy, bro. You can fucking go up and then do a 50-50 across the whole thing to drop in. Bro, there's been lots of things here. Blunt slide across the whole thing. That's fucked.
Really? That's been done?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. A lot of fuck shit, dude.
This thing is my worst enemy when I've been here. Because if any of you guys saw my frontside 50-50 over video, it was terrible because, like he said, it's so rounded off.
Yeah.
You have this massive crack that if your wheel goes over, you're flying.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
for sure.
You're flying. And there's just nowhere to really lock in. It's almost like going from a bank into the ledge, more so than like what you'd expect with a regular quarter pipe.
Oh, here we go.
This is when I noticed that these ledges are probably
Oh, actually, somebody bolted it in.
Oh.
Not bad, but it was loose. That was,
yeah,
it was like a week ago.
Every time I skated here, I'd come hit this and like you could feel it rattling.
Yeah, yeah.
It literally was not secure at all.
Interesting. Somebody put a bolt in. Or tightened it at least. Either way, that's good. Yeah, it's honestly, it's not the worst ledge, but actually that's what I was going to say. This was the original ledge that didn't have any metal on it.
Oh, true.
And then they put metal on it because it was like, it's too rounded now. But honestly, it's a great ledge. I really like it. And you know what? There won't be any clips of this because I don't think I've seen anybody do it back then. But a recent local, his name's Cade McKinstray. I'm not sure if you know who he is. But no slide. Up this thing.
Oh.
To flat. Like, what?
I've always thought, yeah, this up part would be really cool to skate.
Yeah, bro. And it's waxed. Like, surprisingly, like, he did it, like, first try. Like, I swear to God, he did it first try. You know?
It's actually probably less rough than any of the other ledges in this whole park is this one section. I guess because nobody's really hit it.
Yeah. No, exactly, bro. And everything's painted too, so as soon as it rains, a lot of this gets fucking slippery.
Oh,
like,
true.
Really slippery. That's why, like, these, I always say, like, pyramid, those things off limits as soon as it starts raining. The only really thing that's good to skate is flat. And, like, nah, not even that, dude. It's slippery everywhere. The bowl, maybe. That's
The bowl. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this.
Yes. But before we do, bro, holy fuck. Yeah.
Let's just get this steepness because this is insane. This is like almost like a DIY Jersey barrier type of obstacle more than anything you'd normally see at a skate park. Like, this is just ridiculously steep.
It's way too steep, and you know, I don't know if you know the story behind it. But
no.
When they put this obstacle in, obviously it's a quarter pipe, they put it in backwards.
What?
So if you, I don't know, I'm not sure if you can do this in editing, but while you just look at this obstacle, if you can flip it upside down, that's like, try to picture this as the landing. Like, this was supposed to be what you were going up.
Oh,
and that was supposed to be the top. But the people who like constructed this park, they put it in like upside down, and that's why it's so fucking steep.
How did it ever get fixed?
No, because they concreted it in.
Oh, so that's why it's still that way to this day.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that it used to be like that, and somehow they got equipment to change it.
I guess they had like a mold or whatever. They built it, and then they were like, "All right, time to put it in," and then they put it in upside down.
True.
So
true.
that's the story behind it. It's weird, but honestly, it's pretty buck. It's one of those things where it's like, when you first come here, you're like, holy shit, why the fuck would anybody skate this? But if anybody gets a trick on it, it's like, damn, that was gnarly, you know? So
I kind of want to get something on this, even if it's a 50-50. Like,
oh yeah, dude, like tricks like that, they're fucking like, oh yeah, no, it's sick, man. They're sick. It's gnarly though.
Yeah, and then this ledge, this is just the exact same as that one, really. Maybe a little lower. It's in the shade, but
yeah,
you
not
know.
too many people skate this ledge. Reasoning, not too sure why. Maybe just not as waxed as any of the other things, but the only thing I would say that, I mean, I wouldn't skate it personally is I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. It looks like two different pieces of angle iron have been welded together.
Yeah, it literally is, because like, I don't know.
And then, oh, look at this too. At the end, we have just a clear section where we didn't quite get enough metal to extend to the end, so maybe we should try some tricks on this part.
Send this video to the city of Burlington.
Yeah,
who's
literally. And then we got this.
And then the bowl. This is the best obstacle out of everything else here.
I like that this is not really much of a bowl. It's a bowl, but it's not
No,
It's not a skateboard bowl. It's
no,
just
yeah,
indent.
Yeah, sorry. When we say bowl, it's more of a Canadian flyout in the way where it's like it's a bank. It's a bank. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's a bank.
Yeah, it's a very mildly curved bank.
But it's in the shape of a bowl, which is why it's called the bowl, and it's pretty cool in that way. It's not bad. I like skating it.
It's interesting because it's not like some other bowls or like these type of obstacles where you kind of go in, you have time to push and you come out. It's like no, you have to have enough speed when you're coming at it to where you'll come out on the other side. So it's a little different. It's kind of like the whole thing is almost the obstacle.
You skate it like a fly out in the way where it's like, imagine that being coping. You know how people like will roll in and then go out of a fly out? It's the same thing except for that it has no coping. It's so mellow to the point where it's literally just a bank. And you go in and out and you do tricks out of it. And it's pretty fucking sick.
It's kind of similar to, if anybody has skated Beasley Park, it's a little bit like that, but it's not. It's also nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's not comparable to any obstacle at any skate park I've ever seen.
Yeah, similar to the Beasley center bowl there that you boost out of, except for that it's way mellower than that, and it's like symmetrical around the whole side. That's basically the only difference.
I guess I'll just show you from left to right here so you can kind of get a good scope of where everything is. But as you can see, every obstacle in this skate park is weird to some extent. I'd say the hip, the rail, and I guess the fun box and that hip, that's kind of the normal area, but even that's not super normal. They're all a little weird.
Yeah,
but
they're all placed weird differently.
This is weird. This is weird. That's better now because it's been bolted in, but that was weird. This is weird. The stairs are weird. This 8-ball thing is weird. And I don't even know if these ledges kind of count as the skate park, but they're kind of weird too.
They're literally just for sitting down. Like, unless you have another fucking, like, wooden plank that you're gonna put at the very end of it to go into the grass, like, it's not worth skating. And it's not fun. Like, you don't go to the park and you're like, all right, I'm gonna skate a ledge to a ledge to grass.
And then we can talk about just on the other side of this grassy hill here.
Yes.
We have a very infamous Burlington skate spot.
Yes.
Featured in various classic clips.
Yes, very, very many. State your name, John Costantino. That's the one that points out to me.
And then this is Maple View Mall right here. And then right around is this ditch. You can't really see, but right there in the background, that patch of concrete is the Maple Skate Park. Oh yeah, look at the burger.
That makes me nervous. Hell yeah.
I just destroyed that whole thing. That was so stupid. I should not have taken a bite that big. Okay, tell me about Maple Skate Park.
Maple Skate Park.
Just both you guys saying it sucks at once.
Where do we begin? Where do we begin? The dawn of time. This is
dawn of time.
First of all, that quarter pipe is upside down.
It's upside down. I don't know, yeah.
So it's like super steep.
Honestly, the one thing I can say about this park is the community is like no other. That's one thing I can say for sure. And the other thing I can say for sure is we have to bring some concrete and get crazy in here.
Bro, I swear that's like the sum of like everything we said, but in like
pretty much.
The shitty NAR quarter that's over there, like when it got, like one of my friends, his name's Ewan or Yarn, and he like did graffiti on it and he wrote Maple in big letters and he was like super sick. Like it looked like it was like a branded like ramp and we were like, damn. And then he wrote a little message right at the bottom that said, he was like, he basically told like the city workers to stop being cunty, and I was just, which is like not a good message, but also like kind of them just being like, stop fucking sandblasting the park every single time we put like actual art here, like this stuff. Like I know this.
Yeah, like I say this to every skate park I go to. When there's no graffiti, it's like What do you think a skate park is there for? Skateboarding ruins everything too.
Yeah, it literally ruins the park anyways. So why not put art over it? And if it's good art, then do it.
Especially with that bowl, feels like an abandoned splash pad.
That's what I
the
mean,
blue,
bro.
And the bowl, this like light blue
Yeah,
paint.
yeah.
It almost looks like this was supposed to be
here. Yeah. It's like it's bad but good in its own way, and that's why maple is maple. We love it, bro. But at the same time, I don't know, City of Burlington needs to do some changes.
Yeah. Oh, he was saying too, this bowl too, during the fall, obviously lots of acorns, lots of leaves will all get in there. So
yep.
I mean, be mindful of that if it's that season.
It does happen quite often, but it's usually always at the beginning of the season. And I'm not gonna lie, because of the locals here and because it's so I don't know, it's a well taken care of park. You're never gonna find garbage on the floor, and you're never gonna find that kind of stuff because it's usually gotten to first by other people. And
A good point too.
Yeah.
There's no lights at this skate park, so don't be trying to come here after dark, I guess, because
yeah, that is
pretty dark.
Yeah.